And Bob Bunyamin. Yes. Now we have listening. Do you know these two men? I don't know them. Do you know them? No. Okay. Now we're going to listen to a radio program about the son. This is the son, this is the father. They are both famous people. They are celebrities. Do you remember the word celebrity? Celebrity means a famous person. Bazen bu celebrate ile karıştırılıyorlar. Celebrate? Kutlamak. Okay, it's a verb. But celebrity is a noun, a famous person, okay? Now, we're going to listen and we're going to make notes. Diğer bir deyişle take notes. What is the connection between the sun and these items? Hello. Good to see you. Afshin, are you okay? Yes. Now let's listen to it once and please take notes. Okay? Yani The Drums'la ilgili ne söyleyecek? Yani ne bileyim, The London Film School ne? Bu okula mı gitti? Bu okula mı gitmek istiyor? Bu okulda mı çalışıyor? Okay? Let's listen once.
9.16. Good evening and welcome to Family, the program where we discuss issues concerning parents and children. Last week we talked about children following their parents into the same job, and whether children of celebrities have an easier life than other children. Today we're going to look at a celebrity's son who did something different, and has been successful without the help of his famous father. Duncan Jones may not be a name you recognize if you're not a serious cinema fan. Duncan Jones is his real name, but when he was very young, he was called Zoe Bowie. His father was the famous singer David Bowie, whose real surname was Jones. Zoe was actually Duncan's middle name. Duncan was born in the UK in 1971. When he was 9, his parents divorced, and Duncan stayed with his father. He continued to visit his mother, David Bowie's first wife Angie, until he was 13. But their relationship wasn't a happy one, and he hasn't seen her since then. When he was a child, Duncan wasn't interested in music. His father tried and tried to get him to learn an instrument, the drums, the saxophone, and the piano, but Duncan just wasn't interested. He was more interested in sport and in films. So, his father bought him a little 8mm video camera, and he used it to make films with his Star Wars toys. After he left school, Duncan went to the London Film School and studied to be a film director. In the early years of his career, Duncan directed TV commercials, for example, for the fashion label French Connection and Heinz Ketchup, and he also worked on video games. In 2006, he made his first film called Moon, a science fiction drama, which was a great success. He won many awards for the film, including the prize for Best New British Director. Since then, he has made many more successful films, including Source Code, a science fiction thriller starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and Warcraft, based on the game World of Warcraft. Duncan has said that one of the reasons why he went into film directing was that he wanted to be behind the camera, not in front of it. As a child, there were often paparazzi around, which he hated. Even now, as a successful successful film director, he doesn't like being photographed. Although, as he says, "I've never needed to use my father's name," Duncan was very close to his father all his life and was with him when he died in January 2016. He said of him, "He was a wonderful father who encouraged me to be creative but different."
Hello, Yasser. Arda, do you want to listen again? Yes? Do you want to listen more slowly? Yes, please. You are very polite. Thank you. Now, let's listen one more time. This time more slowly.
9.16. Good evening and welcome to Family, the program where we discuss issues concerning parents and children. Last week we talked about children following their parents into the same job and whether children of celebrities have an easier life than other children. Today we're going to look at a celebrity's son who did something different and has been successful without the help of his famous father. Duncan Jones may not be a name you recognize if you're not a serious cinema fan. Duncan Jones is his real name, but when he was very young, he was called Zoe Bowie. His father was the famous singer David Bowie, whose real surname was Jones. Zoe was actually Duncan's middle name. Duncan was born in the UK in 1971. When he was 9, his parents divorced, and Duncan stayed with his father. He continued to visit his mother, David Bowie's first wife, Angie, until he was 13. But their relationship wasn't a happy one, and he hasn't seen her since then. When he was a child, Duncan wasn't interested in music. His father tried and tried to get him to learn an instrument, the drums, the saxophone, and the piano, but Duncan just wasn't interested. He was more interested in sport and in films. So, his father bought him a little 8mm video camera, and he used it to make films with his Star Wars toys. After he left school, Duncan went to the London Film School and studied to be a film director. In the early years of his career, Duncan directed TV commercials, for example, for the fashion label French Connection and Heinz Ketchup, and he also worked on video games. In 2006, he made his first film called Moon, a science fiction drama, which was a great success. He won many awards for the film, including the prize for Best New British Director. Since then, he has made many more successful films, including Source Code, a science fiction thriller starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and Warcraft, based on the game World of Warcraft. Duncan has said that one of the reasons why he went into film directing was that he wanted to be behind the camera, not in front of it. As a child, there were often paparazzi around, which he hated. Even now, as a successful film director, he doesn't like being photographed. Although, as he says, I've never needed to use my father's name, Duncan was very close to his father all his life and was with him when he died in January 2016. He said of him, he was a wonderful father who encouraged me to be creative but different.
He was a wonderful father who encouraged me to be creative but different. Dedi sanki en sonunda, değil mi?
Hocam, recognize neydi?
Recognize, notice demek. Notice. Recognize, realize, notice. They have the same meaning. Bir şeyi fark etmek. Okay? They all have the same or similar meanings. Notice, recognize. Mesela uzaktan seni gördüm, tanımadım. Orada recognize kullanabiliriz. İşte iki tane ses arasındaki farkı ayırt edebiliyorsak, işte diyelim T mi diyor, F mi diyor. Orada mesela notice the difference yapıyoruz. Aradaki farkı fark etmek. Realize. Okay. So let's see what you heard. Zoe Bowie is his name when he was very young. What did you hear about UK and 1971, Nesrin?
He was born in UK in 1971.
Yes, good. He was born in the UK, in the UK in 1971. Okay, who is Angie?
His wife.
His wife?
First wife.
Mother.
Ha, şimdi önce şunu ayırt edelim. The boy's name is gerçek dur soracak mı? Yeah. The boy's real name is Duncan. Okay. When he was very young, he was Zoe Bowie. Metnin gerisinde Duncan diye bahsedecek ondan. So Angie is Duncan's mother. Değil mi? Babasının ilk eşi. So Angie is Duncan's mother.
When he was 9, they getting divorced. His parents get divorced.
His parents got divorced. Ha. Orayı ben kaçırdım herhalde. Bakayım. Gerçi onu sormamış, but that is good. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so Angie is his mother. The drums, the saxophone, and the piano.
His father teach this to him.
Ha. Did he teach? Metinde şöyle geçti. His father, yes Nesrin?
İnşallah doğru diyorum.
Hmm.
His father is trying to play instrument gibi bir şey mi? To
Şöyle.
play.
Şöyle diyelim. His father tried to learn to play them dersen ne olur?
Onları öğrenmeye çalışıyor.
Ha. Peki his father tried to make him learn to play dersen onun öğrenmesini sağlamaya çalıştı.
Yani öğretemez.
Yani büyük ihtimalle. Çünkü zaten
Aynen öyle.
sınavaya falan
Yanlış
geçiyor. Hı?
Öğretti yanlış oluyor.
Ha, öğretti değil. His father tried to make him learn to play them. Make burada ettirgenlik fiili arkadaşlar. Make'den sonra biz bir nesne yazıyoruz. Kime bir şey yaptırıyorsak onu söylüyoruz. Peşinden de fiil yalın halinde. Okay?
Ben bunu want'la konuştum hocam.
Söyle.
His father want teach to her son.
Ha, wanted him to learn to play them dersek olur. His father wanted him to learn to play the piano, the saxophone, blah blah blah. Good. Okay. The drums is davul. Saxophone bir üflemeli enstrüman. Okay. Nerede kaldı Sude?
Tahtadaki o iki şey bir cümle mi?
Evet. His father tried to make him learn to play them. Cümle şu.
Ne anlatıyor ben anlamadım.
Şimdi make ettirgenlik fiili. Eğer his father tried to learn dersek babası öğrenmeye çalıştı diye anlarız. His father tried to make him learn dersek onun bu enstrümanları çalmayı öğrenmesini sağlamaya çalıştı. Okay? Mesela
Hocam bu şeyde de öyle diyor. Try to get it diyor. Burada try and try diyor.
ha. Mesela she makes me laugh. Ne yapar? Beni güldürür. Hı hı. Mesela burada ne var? Ha, ödevlerini yaptırtıyorlar. Dışarı çıkmadan önce. Make'den sonraki fiil hep yalın halde. Okay. Burada da try to make him learn. Öğrenmesini sağlamaya çalıştı. Okay. Not tutan parmaklarını çıkartıyoruz. Yes. Ha, yes.
Şimdi soracağım ama kulağına korkuyorum sormak.
Niye korkuyorsun ya?
Çok saçma bir şey.
Olsun.
Şimdi var dedin ya.
Evet.
Mi'yi sona koyarsak yanlış olur değil mi?
Yok olmaz. Zaten Max'ten sonra kime ne yaptırıyoruz onu söylememiz lazım.
Yani Mi orada doğru yani.
Tabii Max'ten hemen sonra gelecek. Beni güldürüyor çünkü. Okay. Kime ne yaptırıyorsak Max'ten hemen sonra onu söyleyeceğiz. Okay, Abdülkadir. Okay, what about an 8mm video camera? Yes, John.
His father bought him an 8mm
Camera, yes, okay. His father bought him an 8mm video camera. Good. His father bought him an 8mm video camera. The London Film School. Yes, Arda.
He studied to be film director.
Ha, we can say he studied there. Değil mi? Orada okudu. He studied there. He studied there. Good. He studied there. To be a film director diyebiliriz ama gerek yok. He studied there. Commercial, what is commercial? Come in, Said. Come in. Yes? Yeah, we can say advertisement, okay? Advertisement. Reklamla ilgili in American English, they say advertisement. In British English, they say advertisement. Okay? Önce bir kısalttılar bunu. Advert yaptılar. Sonra YouTube'da görüyorsunuz reklamı atla. Ne yazıyor? Yazıyor ki skip ad. Daha da kısalttılar, ad yaptılar. Okay? Skip ad. Reklamı geç, evet. Skip bir şeyi atla. Oraya geç. Mesela birinci soruyu atla, ikiye geç. Skip number one, go to number two. Okay? Anladınız mı? Kısa olsun.
Bu reklam uzun halinde kullanmak sadece.
Yani tabii resmi bir dilde advertisement diyeceğiz. Ama hani bir yerde advert olarak görürseniz şaşırmayın. YouTube'da şurada burada da ad diye görürseniz şaşırmayın. Kısaltılmış halde.
O en üstteki kelime kısaltılmış.
Evet. Buradan buraya kısaldı, buradan da buraya kısaldı.
O İngilizce.
Yes. Okay? Ah bir gavurlar. Okay, so commercials for French Connection and Heinz Ketchup. French Connection bir şeyin markası, I don't know. Heinz Ketchup, bildiğimiz ketchup. So what did you hear about these commercials? Yes, Daria?
He directed the TV commercial.
Yes, good. We can say he directed them. Or he directed them. İkisi de olur. Direct. He directed them. Yönetmenliğini yaptı. The moon. Yes, Akif.
His first film in science fiction cinema.
Okay. The moon is his first film. Değil mi abi? Yes, it is his first film. It is a science fiction film. Okay, the moon is his first film. Good. Bayağı şey yapıyorsunuz. Ha, şöyle yapalım onu. Duyduğum kadarıyla şöyle dedi. The first film which or that, hatta hiçbirini söylemesek de olur, değil mi? Çünkü peşinden bir özne gelecek. The first film which he directed. Kaçırdım. Nasıl? Ödül falan alıyorsun. Ya da kendisi mi alıyor? Ben de kaçırdım açıkçası. Okay. Source Code and Warcraft. Yes, Arda?
Very successful films. Yeah.
They are successful. We can say.
Science fiction films.
Game.
Uh-huh. They are films which he made desek. Ya da he made these films. He made these films.
Warcraft started by Jake Gyllenhaal.
Warcraft?
Started by Star hocam bir şey dedi. O yapımcı gibi bir şey yandı yani. Bir şey duydum.
We're going to listen again. Okay. What about paparazzi? Do you know paparazzi? What does it mean in English? Yeah. They are people who take photos of celebrities. Okay. So they are maybe journalists, maybe they are photographers, maybe they are YouTubers, I don't know. So they are people who take photographs of celebrities. Okay, did he like paparazzi? He hated them. Onu yazabiliriz. He hated paparazzi. Also, ben şöyle bir not aldım. There were often paparazzi around.
Aynen öyle. He doesn't like being photographed.
Ha, onu da söyledi. Good. Şimdi, there were often paparazzi around him veya around them, and he hated them. For this reason, he wanted to be.
He doesn't like being photographed.
He doesn't like being photographed. Bir de şey dedi, belki duymuşsunuzdur. He wanted to be behind the camera, not in front of it. Dedi, değil mi? Yani he wanted to direct films. Okay? Now we're going to listen again. This time we're going to see the script. Please follow on the board.
Good evening and welcome to Family, the program where we discuss issues concerning parents and children.
Issues means topics, problems, konular. Discuss. Ben hep söylüyorum discuss. Tartışmak, değil mi? You have 1 minute and then we're going to discuss diyorum. Neyi tartışıyoruz? Parents and children'la ilgili, concerning. O zaman concerning yerine ne yazabiliriz? İlgili diyorsa. İlgili, bir şeyle ilgili, bir şey hakkında. About, yes. Issues about parents and children. Biliyorsunuz ama aklınıza gelmiyor. Yes, concerning means about. Okay? Let's continue.
Last week we talked about children following their parents into the same job.
Following their parents into the same job. Acaba şunu mu demek istiyor? There are some children who do the same jobs as their parents. Children who do the same jobs as their parents. The same as değil mi zaten? Okay. Değil mi? The same as. Bir şeyin aynısı. Yani the same as. It means children and parents have the same jobs. Memur babanın memur çocuğu. Yönetmen babanın yönetmen çocuğu. Okay? Shall we continue?
And whether children of celebrities have an easier life than other children. Today we're going to look at a celebrity's son who did something different and has been successful without the help of his famous father. Duncan Jones may not be a name you recognize if you're not a serious cinema fan.
It may not be a name that you recognize. tanıdık bir isim, fark edeceğiniz, ayırt edebileceğiniz, tanıdığınız bir isim olmayabilir. If you are not a serious cinema fan.
Duncan Jones is his real name, but when he was very young, he was called Zoe Bowie.
So Duncan Jones and Zoe Bowie are the same people, huh?
Yeah.
The same person. The same person. His father.
His father was the famous singer David Bowie, whose real surname was Jones.
So his father's real name was David Jones. Ama piyasada David Bowie diye tanınmış.
Whose var orada? O whose şey mi? Relative clause.
Aynen öyle. Relative pronoun bu, who, which, where gibi.
Anlamı?
Anlamı şu, bir sahiplik söz konusu olduğunda whose kullanıyoruz. Onu işlemediğimiz için söylemedim. Bakayım, biraz konuşacak, evet. Yani şöyle düşün, his father was the famous singer David Bowie, nokta. Diğer bir cümle, his real surname was Jones, ikinci bir cümle. His söz konusu olduğu için whose kullandık. Okay? Zoe was
actually Duncan's middle name.
Okay. Do you know middle name? No. We have first name, we have last name, and we have middle name. For example, Mustafa is his first name, Kemal is his middle name, and Atatürk is his last name or surname. Okay? Muhammed Akif Öztürk. Muhammed is his first name, Akif is his middle name, and Öztürk is his last name or surname. Okay? Now, let's continue.
Duncan was born in the UK in 1971. When he was 9, his parents divorced,
Yeah, Ismail, you are right.
and Duncan stayed with his father. He continued to visit his mother, David Bowie's first wife, Angie,
David Bowie's first wife. So, he is Duncan's mother, David's wife, first wife.
until he was 13. But their relationship wasn't a happy one.
Did they get on well? No. They didn't have a happy relationship.
And he hasn't seen her since then. When he was a child, Duncan wasn't interested in music.
Şimdi bakın olay geliyor.
His father tried to get him to learn an instrument, the drums, the saxophone, and the piano, but Duncan just wasn't interested.
Okay, so his father wanted him to be a musician maybe, but he was not interested in music.
He was more interested in sport and in films. So, his father bought him a little 8mm video camera, and he used it to make films with his Star Wars toys. After he left school, Duncan went to the London Film School and studied to be a film director. In the early years of his career,
Şimdi studied to be a film director'a bakalım. Yani demek ki bu okuldan sonra, bu okuldan mezun olan bir yönetmen olabiliyor. Yönetmen olmak için bu okulda okudu. Veya bu okulu okuduktan sonra bir yönetmen oldu gibi yorumlayabiliriz.
To be için anlamı.
Haha. To hep amaç gösteriyor değil mi? Yapmak için.
and studied to be a film director. In the early years of his career, Duncan directed TV commercials, for example, for the fashion label French Connection and Heinz Ketchup, and he also worked on video games. In 2006, he made his first film called Moon, a science fiction drama, which was a great success. He won many awards for the film, including the prize for Best New British Director. Since then, he has made many more successful films, including Source Code, a science fiction thriller starring Jake Gyllenhaal.
Belki bunu duydun. Starring, başrolde onu oynadı. Ha, Starring, başrolde şu oynuyor diyor.
And Warcraft, based on the game World of Warcraft. Duncan has said that one of the reasons why he went into film directing was that he wanted to be behind the camera. not in front of it.
Bakın Duncan has said. Is he dead or alive? He is alive. Değil mi? Has said ediyor oraya.
Sadece set verdi.
Hı?
Yaşaması sadece set.
Anlamadım.
Sadece set verdi değil mi?
Ne olsaydı?
Yaşamasaydı.
Ha, ölmüş olsaydı Duncan said, hatta Duncan once said, bir kere şöyle demişti diye de duyabilirdik. He wanted to be behind the camera, not in front of it, okay?
As a child, there were often paparazzi around, which he hated.
As a child, it means when he was a child. Değil mi? When he was a child. Okay.
Even now, as a successful film director, he doesn't like being photographed.
Bunu da duydunuz birisi. He doesn't like being photographed. Edilgen bir cümle var burada. Kendisinin fotoğrafının çekilmesinden hoşlanmıyor. Okay.
Although, as he says, I've never needed to use my father's name, Duncan was very close to his father all his life and was with him when he died in January 2016. He said of him,
He said of him. Yani onunla ilgili olarak babasını kastederek ne söyledi?
he was a wonderful father who encouraged me to be creative but different.
Encourage. Cesaret verdi, teşvik etti. Neye teşvik etti? Be creative, üretken ol. But different ol. Okay? Good. Okay, so that. Good. Arda nerede? Are you sleeping? Yes, miss. Ha, ben de yok. Okay. All right. Now, do you remember yesterday we read about Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh. The mother's name is Janet Leigh, doğru mu söylüyorum? Yeah. And the daughter's name is Jamie Lee Curtis. Now, Jamie Lee Curtis and siz burayı okudunuz mu? Jamie Lee and Duncan. These are famous children of famous parents. Doğru mu? So, they became famous. Doğru mu? Yes. Do you think that they became famous because their parents were famous? Or they became famous because they are genuinely talented? Genuine, orijinal demek aslında. Yani kendileri gerçekten talented mı, yoksa did their parents help them? Mesela şeyi hatırlayın. Duncan Johnson babasının ona müzik enstrümanları çalmayı öğrenmesini sağlamaya çalışmasını, ama onu gidip sinemaya yönelmesini hatırlayın. Onunla ilgili güzel, basit bir cümle kurun bana. Yes, Çağatay.
Duncan Jones is generally talented because his father
Wanted him to learn
play instruments,
a musical instrument, okay.
but he interested in
Films,
photograph,
videos.
So he yönelmek direct
Okay, we can say his he went into
film sector.
film sector, okay. Okay. So hatta bakın şimdi cümleye bakın. although his father encouraged him to play a musical instrument, he was interested in cinema. Although his father encouraged him to learn to play a musical instrument, he was interested in cinema. Oh, okay. Do you remember Jamie Lee Curtis?
Hocam encourage ne demek?
Encourage, yani teşvik etme, cesaretlendirme, gaz verme. Yaparsın oğlum, aslansın sen. Do you remember Jamie Lee Curtis? They were both actors or actresses. Do you remember, did her mother ever encourage her? Öyle bir şey okuduk mu? Did her mother ever encourage her to be an actress?
Böyle bir şey yok.
Look at paragraph 9. In paragraph 9 it says she was in 5 films. In paragraph 9. She was in 5 films. The mother. Okay? So, can we say that this influence arkadaşlar etkilemek? Do you think that her mother influenced Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
Maybe. We can say that. Bunu iddia edebiliriz. Okay. Now let's look at this part. Do you think it is more common for children to want to do the same job as their parents or to do something completely different? Soruyu çok uzun, biraz basitleştirelim. Do children usually do their parents' jobs or do they usually do something very different? Kendi hayatınızdan, kendi anne babanızdan, kendi akrabalarınızdan örnek verebilirsiniz. Think about your friends, think about your relatives. Sude, you are going to be a doctor. Are your parents doctors? No. Do you think this is normal? Which is more common? Hangisi daha yaygın? Do children do jobs different from their parents? Or do children do jobs the same as their parents? Which is more common? Anlamadım ki cevap.
Nasıl cevap verebilirim?
I think children usually do. Aynısını I think children usually do different jobs from their parents. Yes, Arda?
I think they do parents jobs before önceden.
Ha, şöyle yapalım onu. I think in the past, children often did their parents' jobs. But today,
They do
different jobs. Good. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, speaking and writing. Şimdi bunu biz konuşalım. Think about an older person, a friend or a member of your family who is alive and who you know well. Prepare to answer these questions about their life. Okay? Yes, think about an older person. Think about your parents, for example. Ventus. Ventus, how are you today? Good. I'm happy to hear that. Let's talk about your parents, huh? Your father? Yeah, okay. When was he born?
He was born in China.
Okay, when? Huh.
He was born.
Or let's say, how old is he?
In
50. He is 50, so, okay. Where was he born?
He was born
In
in China.
Çorum, okay. What did he do after he left school? Did he go to university?
No.
Okay. What did he do after lise? Mesela burada seçenekler var.
He bunları kullanır mı?
Yani bunları kullanabilirsin. Mesela askere mi gitti?
He went to the abroad.
Ah, he went abroad. Ah, okay. Which country? Where did he go?
Abroad.
Dubai. He went to Dubai. Okay.
And he got a job
In Dubai.
in Dubai.
Then he came back.
And then he came back and he get married.
He got married.
Married.
Okay. Where does he live now?
He lived in China.
He lives in Çorum. Okay. How long has he lived there?
Şöyle çok karışık. Yani tamamen Çorum'da yaşamıyor.
Ha. Farz et ki evlendiğinden beri Çorum'da yaşıyor.
Since he was got married.
Since he got married, okay. He has lived there since he got married. Good. Okay. What does he do? What is his job?
Electrical engineer.
Good, good. He is an electrical engineer. Okay. What does he do in his free time?
He travel other city.
He travels to other cities. Good. Okay. Does he drive? Or does he go by bus?
Sometimes by drive, sometimes by bus.
Okay, sometimes he drives, sometimes he goes by bus. Okay. Do you think that he has had a good life?
Yes, he has a good life.
Yes, he
No.
has had a good life because
Uh,
he has me. Ben doğdum.
onu diyecektim.
Yeah. He has me. Onun kızı var ben. He has me. Yes. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, one brother and two sisters.
Oh, that's a lot of children. Very good. Okay. Okay, thank you. Yes. Viraj, let's talk about your father, mother. Which one? Uncle?
Mother, uncle, mother.
Okay. Okay. How old is your father? 50?
50.
He is about 50, okay. Where was he born? He was born in Trabzon. Okay. What did he do after did he go to university?
No.
No. Okay. What did he do after lise? Let's say.
He work sanayi nasıl deniyor?
He worked in sanayi.
Yani şey yok mu İngilizce?
Yani o hani arabaları götürdüğümüz sanayi.
Aynen normal.
Ha, okay. He ne diyebiliriz ona? He worked as a maybe we can say he worked as a car mechanic. Okay. Okay. Where does he live now?
He lived in Istanbul.
He lives in Istanbul. Okay. How long has he lived there?
He lives. Pardon.
He has lived?
He has lived. Since 20 dollars.
2000. 2000.
Yes.
Evet, 2000 diyebiliriz. He has lived there since 2000. Dün onun bahsi geçti de biraz bir arkadaşımızı öptük, kokladık. Science nedir? Bilim, değil mi? Science fiction diyoruz mesela, bilim kurgu. Since, okay. Now, what does he do? He is a car mechanic?
Yes.
Okay, he is a car mechanic. Alright. What does he do in his free time?
He's a travel.
He travels.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
he travels. Does he go to Yayla?
Yes. Because father and mother lives village.
Ah, your grandparents
Yes.
live in the village. Okay, my grandparents live in the village. Okay, that's good. Do you like it? Do you like Yayla or village?
Yes. But so far.
Why?
Uzak yani.
Ah, it is far away.
Yes.
It is far away. Okay, good. Do you think he has had a good life?
Yes, I think.
Yes, because
I think.
because he has me, you can say.
Yes.
He has a good job, he has a good family, and he has a good life. Okay, good. Now let's go to the writing part, page 118. Olur da bir gün bize derseler ki write a paragraph about a famous person or write about one of your relatives. Biography dediğimiz it's about someone's life, okay? Now there's an activity here first. If you write a biography of a person who is dead, the verbs will all be in the past simple. Şimdi ölmüş bir kişinin bahsediyorsak bütün fiiller simple past tense. If the person is alive, yaşıyorsa, all finished actions will be in the past simple. Mesela şurada doğdu, şu okuldan mezun oldu, şuraya gitti. Tamam, bunlar simple past tense. But you must use the present perfect for unfinished actions, which started in the past and are still true now. Mesela burada önemli olan şu. They might change. Mesela diyorsun ki he lives in Trabzon. Ama Ama bu bilgi değişebilir. Bir emekli olup köye gelebilir. He has lived in Los Angeles since his wedding. Şu an orada yaşıyor. Belki oradan taşınabilir. Veya he has appeared in a lot of films. Demek ki daha başka bir filmde daha da oynayabilir. İşte 10 tane kitap yazdı mesela, değil mi? He has written 10 books. 11. bir kitap yazabilir. Okay? Use the present simple or present continuous to talk about his present day. Mesela he lives in Los Angeles, he is working on a new film. Present continuous tense'de kullanabiliriz. Buradaki kullanımını hatırlayın. Now değil illa, değil mi? These days. Bu aralar, bugünlerde. Now, let's look at this paragraph. We're going to complete the paragraph with the correct form of the verbs. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then we're going to discuss them. Niye zahmet ettin? Have you all signed? Yasemen, have you signed? Yes. Are you happy? It is Friday. Tomorrow you're made to sleep. Afshin, are you happy?
Yes.
Because it is Friday. Benjamin, are you fine?
Yes.
Are you happy in this class?
Yes.
Okay, good. Miraj, where do you live in Istanbul? In Bağcılar, okay.
Bağcıların üstündeyim.
Ah, küçük çocuk.
Alt sene Bağcılar'da kaldım.
Ya, parsel.
Ben Güneş'teyim.
Yani bizim aşağımızda.
Güneş'in kalktığında da kalıyordum.
Tamam, ben yolladım. That's very good.
Şimdi daha çok Esenlik'te.
Başarı aynısı.
Evet.
You have finished. Good. Are you ready? Okay, now. Who wants to do the first paragraph? Zayn. Yes.
and film producer. He was born in 1900 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. His father worked in finance and his mother, Nancy, was a university professor. His parents divorced when he was 2 years old, and he lived with his mother and brother in a large house with 5 other siblings.
Okay. Zeynep yılları okurken ikişer bölüyoruz değil mi?
Nasıl okuyayım ben?
1900 falan filan herhalde otomatiğe bağladım orada.
Muhtemelen.
Okay.
Hocam biz diğer kurda bunu ezberlemiştik. O yüzden hani böyle direkt aklımda kalanlarla.
Wow. Okay. Good. Who wants to do the second paragraph? Yes, Arda.
When David became interested in acting when he was at high school and he appeared in several school theater productions. When he was 18, he went to Harvard University to study English. He wrote a film script as part of his course. The script was for the film Will Hunting. But then his friend Ben Affleck starred in the film and it made them famous. They both won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for their work on the script. Matt decided to become an actor and he didn't finish university.
Okay. Good. Birinci hali ile üçüncü hali aynı. Became. Okay? Become. Do you have a question?
Yok.
Yapacak mısın? Şimdi bakalım. Do you have any problems? Any questions? Start yani star nedir? Yıldız. Yani o filmde başrol oynadı. Yok, started değil, starred. İkisi bu filmde başrol oynadılar. Ben şu misafir arkadaşlarımıza biraz söz vermek istiyorum. Afşin, do you want to do the next paragraph?
Science and Matt has become one of the most successful actors in Hollywood. He has appeared in over 70 films, but he is most famous for playing Jason Bourne, a CIA assassin
In the
Bond films. He has received many awards and in 2015 he won a Golden Globe for Best Actor for his performance in the Martin. He has been married to Lucien Barroso since 2005.
2005. 2005.
They live in Los Angeles with
Their 4 daughters, okay. Şimdi burada bakın 2 farklı tense var. Nerede benim özelim? Tarihini verdiği yerde simple past tense. Değil mi? Ama diğerlerinde mesela işte since then, o zamandan beri veya işte 70'ten fazla filmde oynadı. 71. bir filmde oynayabilir. İşte bu kadar ödül aldı. Sadece burada tarihini vermiş. Hala evli olduğu için he has been. Okay? Yes.
Yukarıda üniversiteyi
Ha?
bitirmemiş olmayla hala devam ediyor.
Ha, onu bilmiyoruz. Yani gençliğinde üniversiteyi bitirmediğini biliyoruz. Yani dikkat ederseniz şu ilk 2 paragraf işte çocukluğu, bilmem gençliği, sadece son paragraf günümüzle ilgili. Dolayısıyla ilk 2 paragrafta her şey simple past tense. Yani üniversiteyi bitirmeme eyleminin hala devam ediyor olmasını hiç karıştırma.
Yani perfekti kullanmak için biraz da günümüze yakın olması gerekiyor.
Şöyle hem günümüze yakın olması lazım hem de hani geçerliliği olan bir şey. Mesela şununla karıştırmayın. Şimdi üniversiteyi bitirdim. Üniversite mezunuyum. üniversite mezunu olmak fiili ile üniversiteyi bitirmek fiili farklı. Tıpkı ne gibi? İşte diyorsun ki mesela 10 yıldır evliyim. Şimdi evlenmek fiili get married simple past tense. Ama evli olmak be married present perfect tense. Yani evlendim hala evliyim diyorsun ya. Evli olmak başka bir fiil. Evlenmek, imza atmak, düğün salonuna gitmek başka bir fiil. Onlar simple past tense. Hala devam eden evli olmak fiili. Burada da şimdi üniversiteyi bitirmemek fiili geçmişte kalmış. Bitirseydi bile geçmişte kalmış olacaktı.
Ben yukarıdaki boşanma olayını böyle düşünüp şey yapmıştım.
Şimdi bekar olmak veya ayrı olmak, boşanmış olmak fiili başka, boşanmak fiili başka. İmza atarsın, boşandık, ayrıldık, bitti. Ama işte hala bekarım olayı devam ediyor. Okay? Fiilleri dikkatli ayırt edebilmek lazım. Good. Any problems? Okay. Olur da birisi bize derse ki write a biography about someone. Ne yapacağız? Paragraph 1. Where was he born? When was he born? İşte küçükken şu okula gitti. Ne bileyim. He had a happy childhood. Değil mi? In the second paragraph, their life as a young adult. İşte he studied at university in Sivas. He got married. 2 years later, he divorced and he married again. Hepsi simple past tense. In the third paragraph, their later life. Yani later daha günümüze yakın değil mi? And their life now. Artık burada ne yapıyoruz? İşte now he lives in Çorum with his family. He works as a car mechanic. In his free time he goes to blah blah blah. Artık simple present, present continuous kullanabiliriz. Okay? 3 paragrafa bölmekte fayda var. Bölemezseniz 2 paragraf yapın da en azından geçmiş ile günümüzü ayırt edin. Okay? Güzel kız. Yes, Nesu?
Bu yaşamayan birisi için geçerli. Yaşayan birisi için geçerli.
Aha.
Yaşamayan birisi için çünkü gününde...
Yaşaman birisinin zaten hepsi simple past tense olacak. Orada sadece belki çocukluğu, gençliği ve ömrünün sonları diye belki ayırt edebilirsiniz. Ama hepsi simple past tense olacak. Okay? Ne yapalım? Şunu buraya geçmeden önce... Yes. Yes. Şu yöneltimimizi açın. Azıcık bir şey yapalım. Possessive adjective yani sahiplik gösteren sıfatlar ve possessive pronouns sahiplik gösteren zamirler. Demiştik ki bunlar sıfat. Bunların peşinden bir isim gelecek. My name, your car, his book, her table. Bunlardan ise peşinden bir isim gelmeyecek. Zaten my name'i ikisini birden mine ile beraber göstereceğiz. Okay? Şu sizi şaşırtmasın. His hem bir sıfat hem bir zamir. Yani iki kişiden bahsediyorsunuz. His name is Sabır and his is Akif. His. It's an adjective, also it's a pronoun. Okay? Hers is Belkıs. Mine is Onur. Okay? Mesela bu kitap it ifadesinin possessive pronounu yok demiş. Bizim English var kitabımız var demiş. Okay? Şurada bir alıştırma var. Hemen onu yapalım. Underline the correct word. Look at them for half a minute and we're going to discuss them. this is our bag, our car, sorry. Burak, what is 2?
Your house.
Is this your house? Çağatay,
Whose is this umbrella? It's mine.
it's mine. Zeynep,
Benimki
4.
in hers.
Hers, that bicycle is her bicycle yerine hers, değil mi? Arda 4, 5.
Are these their books?
Their books. Good. Sude 6.
Whose are these books? Are they yours?
Are they yours? Good. Summer 7.
This is my camera.
My camera. Okay. Derya.
Is that her dog?
Her dog. Yes, her dog. Abdülkadir.
This is aren't or pants.
Mhm. These aren't our pants. They are
Your.
yours.
Benimki değil mi? Benim.
Bunlar bizim kalemlerimiz değil. Our pants. Burada da your pants olmadığı için yours. Peşinden isim yoksa possessive pronounları kullanıyoruz.
Yok dedim işte doğru değil mi?
Ha duymadım ben. Your diyorsun zannettim.
Yok.
Okay, I'm sorry. Ferhat.
She is my sister. Her name is Anne.
Anne. Okay.
Hocam dörde ne dedik?
Böyle dedi ki that bicycle is hers.
Hers.
Aha.
Her mi hers mi?
Hers. Her bicycle demedik, hers dedik.
Ama bu bisiklet onunla geliriz.
Evet.
O zaman
Her dersek peşinden isim gelmesi lazım. Ne dedik şurada? Sıfatlardan sonra isim gelmesi lazım. Bunlardan sonra isim yok. Yani burası ya that bicycle is her bicycle olacaktı ya da that bicycle is hers olacaktı. Okay? Good. Any problems? Peki şurada bir tane. Şunu yapalım. Put the words in the right order. Akif, number 1.
Hocam yours o değil de your olması gerekmiyor mu?
This is foto.
This photo diye başla.
This photo is yours.
Ha, this photo is yours. Say it too.
Feel.
Phil has got. Phil has got a hat on his head. Okay, Phil has got a hat on his head. Kafasının üstünde. Yani başında bir şapka var. Okay? Yasemen, 3.
My cousins isn't this record.
This isn't diye başla.
This isn't record.
This isn't my cousin's record. Okay, this isn't my cousin's record. Yunus Emre 4.
Are these your socks?
Are these your socks? Okay. Are these your socks? That is 5. Have
Have
you?
you got
Uh-huh.
my bag?
Yes, have you got my bag? Yani benim çantam sende mi? Ezgi. 2 tane cümlecik var burada.
It's
It's a
long traffic
It is a giraffe.
and it's a long neck. Cümleyi anlayamadım.
Bu bir zürafa ve onun boynu uzun dedi bize. Onun boynu.
It's a... O nasıl okunuyor?
Giraffe
Giraffe.
and
It's a...
onun boynu uzun dedi bize.
It's... Evet.
His neck is long. Evet. çok yapmadığınız bir alıştırma türü. O yüzden biraz şaşırmak normal. Okay? O zaman bir de correct the mistakes yapalım. Miraç, let's go one by one, okay?
My room is big.
Yeah, my room is big. My room is big. Afşin, too. Köpeğin kuyruğu. Siz yoktunuz biz bunu anlatırken. İnsanlarla hayvanları bir tutmuştuk, cansız varlıkları ayrı tutmuştuk. Demiştik ki işte benim bacağım derken işte the teacher's leg ama masanın bacağı the leg of the table demiştik. Köpekleri de işte insanlar gibi davranıp the dog's tail, köpeğin kuyruğu. Okay. Nesrin,
Their dresses are red.
kadınların elbiseleri. Women zaten çoğu değil mi?
O zaman şey mi? The dresses of women.
Yok yok. Hani women zaten çoğul halde.
Tamam.
Virgülü nereye koyduk? S'ten önce.
Ben değil.
Ha yok. The women's dresses.
Hocam, ikinci cümleyi tekrar kurar mısınız?
Aha. The dog's tail is long.
Ortadan yok yani.
Yok yok. Cansız varlıklarda. Bugüne kadar hep işte cansız varlıklar ve hayvanlar dedik mesela. İt diyoruz onlara falan. Ama burada yani canlılar ve cansızlar diye ayıracağız. Köpeğin kuyruğu derken, köpeğin ismi ne? Köpeğin ismi derken the dog's name is diyeceğiz. Of kullanmayacağız. Okay? Ama şirketin ismi derken the name of the company diyeceğiz mesela. Okay? Nurhan,
Şey diye düşündüm ben orada. Arthur pencil yours.
are those pencils yours? Doğru düşündüm, yes. Bu kalemler senin mi? Yani are those pencils your pencils yerine are those pencils yours? İsmail,
That is mine and Helen's house.
ha, dünkü derste bahsetmiştik. İkisinin beraber bir evi varsa
O zaman sadece
ikinci kişiden sonra estatüsü koyuyorduk. Okay. Bünyamin,
Who are these rockets?
whose are these rackets?
They are
They are,
theirs.
they are
Theirs.
theirs. Değil mi? Their rackets yerine theirs. Burak,
This is her book.
this is her book. Okay. İki kişi var, iki ayrı bisiklet var.
Those are Rita's and Jim's.
Ha. Rita's virgül and Jim's virgül bicycles. İki ayrı kişi, iki ayrı bisiklet demiştik. Zeynep ne var burada? Vatandaşın ismi ne Zeynep?
Şey, S'den önce olacak.
Ha.
S işareti.
Is this Kate's hat? Okay. Arda. Canlı varlık, cansız varlık olayını hatırla. Evin camları nasıl diyeceğiz? The windows of the house, değil mi? The windows of the house, cansız bir varlık olduğu için. Okay. Yes.
Dörtte böyle bir şey sorayım.
Aha.
Are those your pencils?
Your pencils diyebilirdik tabii. Okay, clear. Şurada bir şey var. And or the where necessary diyor. Gerekli olan yerlere. Bir bakın bakalım. Sude, number one. Let's go to the beach. Her zaman go to the beach.
The koyuyor mu?
Aha. Go to the seaside. Go to the beach. Her zaman the. Okay. Sabır.
Hani the Peter wants to be an astronaut.
Yes, Peter wants to be an astronaut. Derya.
Where are the students? They are in the class.
Okay, büyük bir ihtimalle bilinen bir sınıftan, bilinen bir öğrenciden bahsediyor. Nerede öğrenciler? Sınıftalar.
The man's Peters is the old lady.
Mrs. Peters. Orada bir şey
An
yok
old
değil mi?
lady.
An old lady. Okay.
Likes music and
She likes?
the music.
She likes music. Değil mi? Bunda bir şey yok. Genel bir isimden bahsediyoruz. Müziği sever. She likes music.
And she plays
Cards. Cards. Sadece cards.
cards with her
Ha,
friends.
okay. Mrs. Peters is an old lady. She likes music and she plays cards. Ferhat.
The moon isn't a planet.
Yes, güzel. The moon isn't a planet. Akif.
The French are nice people.
The French. Fransızlar. The French are nice people. Okay.
Hocam bir de Peter'ın önüne koyduk mu bir şey?
Yok. Özel isimlerden önce yok. Ayşe, Fatma, Hayriye'de dı yok değil mi? Şurada bir tane var. Possessive adjectives ve possessive pronouns. Look at it for...
Hocam özel isimlerden önce de Güven Hoca demişti ki mesela this is the I was talking about diyor ya mesela önceden belirtiyor. Önceden konuştuğunda o zaman kullanabilirsiniz.
Özel isimde yok. Yani mesela the İsmail...
Mesela this is the İsmail I was talking about.
Ha olur, ha öyle olur. Hangi İsmail? Ya hani şu bahsettiğim İsmail der. Ama o zaten çok şey bir örnek şu anda. Onunla kafamızı hiç karıştırmayalım. Hemen bir bakın bakalım. Alison Bright is my cousin. Said.
Bir şey gelmez.
Buraya possessive adjective, possessive pronoun onları koyuyoruz. Alison bir kadın. She is 20 years old. Yasemen.
She lives with her family in a farmhouse in the country.
Good. She lives with her family. Yunus Emre. Şimdi burada family falan da girdiği için
They are
their family.
their family.
Their house is old and very big. Alison's father is a farmer. Şimdi babaya geçtik Belkıs.
Her job is a very
Babası olduğu için his job, değil mi? His job is very tiring. Alison helps Ezgi.
His father.
Alison kızımızın ismi Alison.
Her.
Her father every day. Demek ki artık bu ikisi beraber sabah kalkıyorlar Miraç. They start work. They start work early in the morning and they finish late in the evening. Alison loves horses. Ne? Alison'dan bahsediyoruz. Onun en sevdiği her. Her, değil mi? Kızımız, her favorite horse is Sunshine. Alison is very happy with her life on the farm. Okay. Evet, bazen öyle şaşırmalar olabilir. Okay. Any problems? Any questions? Okay, thank you for coming. I'll see you in half an hour.